Everything looks good. Hello guys. Today we're doing a very exciting video. We're gonna record it and then upload to our YouTube. You are right now watching the live YouTube live and the Twitch stream of us doing exactly this. Today we're gonna cover the Samsung Cup. The one of the biggest Go tournaments in the world, the most probably the longest running in terms of the number of tournaments held and the weight that it holds. So yeah, we're gonna go cover the recent results on the Samsung Cup, and after that we might play a few games. Okay. So let's get ready to start. I'm not totally through. In fact, I have not seen the quarterfinals of yesterday night, which I think were very exciting. So enjoy, and we're gonna start recording soon. Welcome guys, this is a very exciting and new type of video that we're gonna do from now on. This is gonna be us going over what happened in the Samsung Cup in the 2024 Samsung Cup. The Samsung Cup is the one of the longest running Go tournaments in the world, sponsored by Samsung at the top of the world, and it's probably the most held big tournament. It's the In Cup is every 4 years. Many others are every 2 years. The Samsung Cup is every single year. So its prize money may not be the highest, but it is that much every year. So it's about 1.8 million. It's about $300,000 US dollars of prize money to the victor, and it's this much every year. I think the In Cup is only like maybe 400,000 every 4 years. So this is probably the biggest tournament in terms of sustained competition. So very good, very exciting. This year's Samsung Cup, like before, features the 32 players from the world, and Samsung Cup has an open preliminaries qualification rounds. So the winners of each group gets a shot at the round of 32, and namely in these slots, they have also reserved several for women's professionals, older professionals, and rest of the world players as well. So there's a very famous Samsung Cup World Division that I was once a part of, and I did win it. So this is why I myself have played in the Samsung Cup once. And okay, so let's get started. So it starts with a round of 32. This is after all the qualifications, and we're gonna do something very interesting today. So let's see. This is an Excel sheet. If you guys are familiar with Excel, it is very useful. And okay, we have two sources. One is what we had just seen, the Reddit sources with the brackets. Basically, we have the 32 players here. With here we have copied from the GoRatings.org website, which is this one. This is a list of all the professional Go players in the world, all the top ones, and rank 1 Shinjin So from Korea, rank 2, rank 3, and so on. We have seen this in our last video, and we're gonna use this to tell us a little bit more about these players. And the first thing you'll note about the top of the Go world is a few Korean players, many Chinese players, and then a couple of Japanese players. Okay, let's go back to our Excel sheet. So here we have a round of 32 opponents, and here we have copied from this website the top, rank 1 through rank 917 players. So the first thing we'll do here is here we have the players. For example, Xin Jinsou, Wang Xinghao, Yu Changhook, Xie Ke. First thing we'll do is well, first let's see of the country ranks, and here we're gonna do a replace the space flag here, and so here it just shows the country names here, and here we'll make this a little bigger. ELO is if you win more, your ELO goes up. So you guys can see here, Xin Jinsou is really the top of the world because he wins so much more. The rest of the players are all in the 3600s and below. So this is a very big advantage against the rest of the players. Okay, so first thing we'll do is we'll try to figure out the players and the rankings. Yes, Excel shortcuts, X lookup, the new one. Okay, it seems to have worked. So the first matchup we will see here is, wow, Xin Jinsou played Wang Xinghao, ranked number 2, and ranked number 1 in the world, ranked number 2 in the world, meeting on the round of 32, the first round. Very exciting. Here we have on the second matchup, Wang Xinghao is from China. He's one of the younger players. Xin Jinsou doesn't need any introductions. Number 1 player, the real final boss of all Go players. Something to talk about here, Yu Changhook. Yu Changhook is of the age of Li Changhou in the 1990s. He won many championships in the 1990s, so he's one of the older players, and undoubtedly he got into this the round of 32 main tournament in Samsung Cup through the older, the old player division, probably. And he plays against Xie Ke, the another young Chinese player. Well, he's only ranked 29, which is surprisingly low, but okay, makes sense. Next, we have this player is from the World Division, and he won. He's from Thailand. He is this guy from Thailand, ranked 835 in the world. The World Division, if you guys don't know, the World Division is players from not China, Korea, Japan, or Taiwan Go Association, I believe. So this guy from Thailand is the winner of the World Division this year, and he's in. Okay, and with our trusty Excel formulas, we had an extra space after Fan Ying, so that's why he didn't show up in the lookup. But anyways, the formula worked. Now he is ranked 42 in the world. I had heard him mentioned before. He is a player who is very big on the broad picture kind of a player. This player I am not very familiar with. Choi Myung-hyun, anyways, a relatively low-ranked player, but probably one of the younger upstarts. He plays against Li Xuanhao, number 5 in the world. Li Xuanhao had an interesting story. So before he became super strong, he was not super strong and not noticed. After he became super strong, many of his competitors in China accused him of using AI to cheat. But he probably did not. And once he started losing games, the allegations went away. Okay, so the next player is the Xu Haohong. He is from the Taiwan's Association's strongest player in Taiwan. He is ranked actually number 18 here, and the reasoning we haven't picked him up is that the Reddit, the formula didn't pick him up was Reddit had him with a different spelling. Anyways, quite very, very exciting matchups. The next player is Ang Jun-ki from Korea, one of the younger players. Chen is from China, also very young as a player. Next, we have Cui Jin, the highest ranked women's player in the world. Yes, highest ranked women's player in the world. She famously went on to the finals of one very big tournament, I think the LG Cup. She almost won. She played Shinjin-so, number 1 in the world. Didn't win that one, but she is the hope and strongest women's player. A little bit lower ranked than expected. I thought she was around 60, but still very, very high. Gu Zihao is a very strong player from China. Xie Erhao is another strong player from China. Kim Yoonji is one of the strongest women's players as well. So 2 of the women's players are here. Right here. Very, very strong. Very, very good. Next we have Han Yizhou, one of the medium-aged Chinese pros. Xin Minjun is one of the strongest professionals in Korea. As if you guys remember from the rankings page, there are a few Koreans at the top, and so 26 is actually number 4 in Korea. On that ranking system. Many of the top players are in China. Here we have Ding Hao, another very top, another very, very strong, highly ranked Chinese player, versus Kang Dong-yun, who has won world championships before. He is now ranked 43. Chen Xian is 31. Kim Myung-hyun, this guy, I am not sure if his spelling is a little different. He could be one of these. Not able to, we're able to find the other person, not this guy. Let me know, guys, if there's a different spelling. Anyways, suffice it to say, maybe he's this guy, Kim Myung-hong. Definitely this guy. So we replace his name with this. He's ranked number 32 in the world. 31 versus 32. Another very, very close and strong matchup. Next, we have Tan Xiao from China and Shibano Tarumaru, surprisingly highly ranked at 27 from Japan. As you guys know, Japanese players rank, there's very few Japanese players at the top. Ichiriki Ryu won the Yin Cup recently, and he makes it near the top now, but the overall strongest player in Japan for a long time was Ai Yamayuta. He is ranked number 17. So Shibano is ranked number 27, third highest in Japan. Very, very promising. And so this matchup actually favors Shibano, the Japanese player. Next, we have the famous Cui Jie. He is now ranked number 4 in the world, likely number 3 in China. He plays also the very famous Biang Sang-yu. He's ranked number 12 in the world, the third highest Korean in the on the ranking system. Biang made himself very, very famous by very forcefully slapping himself when he played Cui Jin in semifinals, and made everyone was very very interesting. Who doesn't want to see a Go player slap himself very hard in the face? Next we have Lian Xiao. We talked about him in our previous video. He is the guy who I feel looks most like the anime character Sai, who we will also reference a little bit later in our recording today. He is surprisingly highly ranked at number 11, probably the highest ranked player to not win a world championships. He often wins second place. So Lian Xiao, the prettiest pretty boy player. Yeah, he is playing Ichiriki, the recent winner of the Yin Cup. Next, we have Dang Yifei, the highest ranked player from my hometown, Chengdu. He's surprisingly high at 7. Wow, 7 is very, very high. And Park Jung-wan, number 2 player in the world in Korea, a long time number 1 player in Korea, and long time big rival to players like Kejie. Before he was the Korean hope before Shin Jin-so came and started dominating everyone. So here we go. This is our Excel sheet, and we made very good use of our XLOOKUP formulas to fill in the world rankings. With this, we can now begin to see the results of day 1. Here we go. So here, this is on Reddit, and thank goodness for this guy Suda Haru posting this in English on Reddit. Thank God. The Korean and Chinese, I can read the Chinese brackets. The Koreans I cannot read. So, well, now we have an English thing. So everyone, thank goodness for this guy. I believe Suda Haru is a Singapore player with the same name on Fox, but I could be wrong. If you guys run into him, say thank you, Suda Haru. We do cite his source in we do cite him in our sources in our Excel, so I hope that keeps the copyright people happy. Okay, so this year's Samsung Cup went with the following format. They split up the round of 32 into 2 days, day 1 and day 2. So each day there are 3 players. So the biggest thing, Shin Jin-so wins against Wang Xinghao. So this was number 1 versus number 1 player versus the number 2 player. Very exciting game, I'm sure it was. And not many people know that Wang Xinghao is actually ranked number 2. Very strong. Yes, rankings can all be debated, but okay. Yu Changhook loses to Xie Ke. Okay, this makes sense. And well, this makes sense because Xie Ke is ranked so high and Yu Changhook is a relatively old player. And Peng Sakarn, Peng Sakarn loses to Fan Ying, which, not surprising. I don't think any player from the World Division has won a game in many years. I know when I played in 2014, I did not win, and when I Right. And I don't remember anyone else doing this winning as well. So Choi loses to Li Xuanhao. That also makes sense. Not an upset of any kind. And Xu Jiayang beat Xu Haohong. Okay, this one is because the rankings are relatively closely matched. Not really an upset in any way. And An Zhongji wins against Chen Zhenxun by half of a point. Okay, again, no upsets here. Half a point. Good. And the next one, surprisingly and very happily for everyone, Cui Jin beats Gu Zihao. Gu Zihao is very strong, and Cui Jin being able to take him down, very, very impressive. So this is probably the first one of these matches that we will call a upset. Although, let's be honest, with making it to the semifinals of any tournament is not is no issue. After that, if you beat anyone, it will not be that big of an upset. The next one, a bit of an upset as well, which we see Kim Young-ji beating Xie Erhao. Xie Erhao is a very strong player. He won 6 or 7 games in a row in the Nongxin Cup, where the top 5 players from China, Korea, and Japan duke it out. So Xie Erhao is super, super strong. This may have been the biggest win in Kim Young-ji's career so far. With that said, very, very interesting to see, and we're all very, very happy that both women won on day 1, which is very good. And here you guys see that we are updating our bracket just as well as we are reading through the results. All right, so big upsets, kind of big upsets, regularly sized upsets. The women's players coming out ahead. Again, these two players are super strong by any stretch of the evaluation. It's just that in these round of 32 final parts of the big tournaments, their opponents are all top of the world. So it's really, the competition is really, really fierce. Okay, we are through to day 1, and so day 2 is the next day. And so day 1, we featured a few upsets, and I remember reading something that said, "Oh, who's gonna stop the Korean storm?" All the Chinese players are falling to Korean players, and then we had the day 2, and Day 2's title was China Dominates, so I guess they had their wish this time. So Han Yizhou loses to Shen Minjun, so that's not okay. Han Yizhou, that's not an upset. That seems very reasonable as well. So Shen Minjun goes right here. Shen Minjun goes into the winners list. And then So loses to Jin. Jin is ranked number 15 in the world. Someone I have not heard much about. Number 15 in the world. So this was not an upset, and this guy must have been the Lian Xiao. If you guys remember, is probably the highest ranked without winning, one of the major tournaments. Jin Yuchen must be the highest ranked player to not be noticed by me, who I don't know. I don't know if he won any big championships or not. Ding Hao won against Kang Dong Yun. That's not an upset either. The higher ranked player has won every game in this second day so far, including the next one, Chen. Who won? Park Jong-wan loses to Chen Xian. Okay. Ding Hao won. We read it in slightly different order. Chen Xian, number 31, beats number 32. So again, not an upset at all. And we saw Tan Xiao beating Shibano. Shibano beats Tan Xiao, which again, the higher seeded player has always won on day, which is interesting. Bing Sang-yu loses to Ke Jie. Again, not an upset. So Ke Jie prevails. Again, a little bit on this. Bing Sang-yu is a very, very fighting, calculating player, and Ke Jie is probably the most strongest player, who is a very flashy kind of a player, who has a desire to to put showmanship in his games, which is why he's the favorite of many players. He's also the most hated player of many players because he trash talked Lee Sedol. He went on TV shows and said many things that feminists didn't like, and things whatever. He's a controversial guy, and but on the Go board he is also very very expressive, which is very interesting. So Lian Xiao beat where is he? Ichiriki loses to Lian Xiao by 3.5 points. So this one is the first time that a higher ranked player lost to a lower ranked player, but 11-8, this is totally reasonable. And who did Park Jung-won win? No, Park Jung-won lost. So again, another one, but again, this is very, very reasonable. Number six losing to number 7. No surprise there. So there are no surprises at all in the second day. Here is our spreadsheets, and two upsets, and we're very happy for these upsets. And here we have the round of 16. Great. These players are all very, very good, and again, we're gonna just fill out their ranks right next to their names. This time we can use this column, and it will be good. So predominantly the higher ranked players did win, but both women made it through, which is very, very nice, to the round of 16. So here we go to day 3 of the tournament, which is also the next post. Anyway, did we thank Suda Haru yet for posting these results in English? This is great. And here we even have pictures, which is even good. This, I think, is Cui Jin, I believe. This guy looks like Ding Hao, so yeah, that must have been this guy. Okay, so round of 16, Dang Yifei wins against Ang Jung-ji. I don't know if they we might have to so the round of 16 list, and this row will be the round of 16 matches. So first one we saw was Dang Yifei wins against An Jung-ji. Okay, well, okay, again, not a surprise. Dang Yifei was number 7. I will show you guys the Excel. So here, okay, Dang Yifei wins against An Jung-ji, these two players. How should we do this? Here, I will go read the results, and you guys just watch this. Okay, so Dang Yifei wins. And so this is going to be a round of 8. And so, yes, very, very exciting. So we picked this guy, and yeah, they actually do live drawings after these games as well. So just so that there's nothing unfair about it. So these two played with Dang Yifei triumphing, moving on to round of 8. Nice. Okay, and next we have Cui Jin, our crowd favorite, losing to Ding Hao. Again, a crowd favorite. Unfortunately, Ding Hao is, where is Ding Hao? Ding Hao. Maybe we forgot him down here somewhere. Ding Hao was here. We'll put him here. Okay, Cui Jin and Ding Hao, and Ding Hao won, and he moves on to the round of 8. Again, not a surprise. Cui Jin, a little bit, one upset, but ranked number 9 in the world is no is no big loss. Next, we have Shibano Tobanaru taking on. Yeah, let's give them a little bit of space here. Okay, great. So Shibano took on, who is it? Jin Yuchen, the strongest player that I do not know much about, and the strongest player won. Again, not too bad. 27 versus Jin Yuchen, number 15, against the number 15 won. Okay, good. And Kim Yoonji loses to Xie Ke. Okay, so unfortunately, both of our women's players have now lost and are out. Okay, let's not do the bold thing. So Xie Ke won. Okay, so again, no surprises here, and that finishes day 1 on the round of 16. All Chinese players moved on. So okay, they have 4 out of 16. Korea and Japan needs to do a little more work, and I will go read the next. Here is the next one, the day 2 of the round of 16. And here, I think this is Kejie. This is, oh boy, this is Kejie versus Xin Jinsou, number 1 in the world versus number 4 in the world. Okay, back to our spreadsheets. Fan Ying loses to Li Xuanhao. Okay, that's no surprise. Fan Ying is now ranked number 42. Li Xuanhao ranked number 5 in the world. Wow, 5. That's very, very good. So we have another Chinese player advancing to the round of 8. So quickly, out of the round of 32, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Koreans, 1 Japanese player, and 9 Chinese players. Wow. Okay, so round of 8, we have now 5 Chinese players. So this is how the tournament is in the recent days a lot. Next, Xu Jiayang took on Xin Minjun. Xu Jiayang, where is he? Here, so 16 versus 26. And this one, Xu Jiayang won by 5.5 points. So with this, China has now 6 out of the top 8. So this is a very China-dominated Samsung Cup this year so far. And Chen Xian loses to Lian Xiao by 1.5 points. Chen Xian loses to Lian Xiao. We're all very happy. The pretty boy player moved on. But that makes 7 out of the top 8 all going to Chinese players. And, here it's a good time to mention that the Samsung Cup does do one thing, which is they make the drawings of opponents, so that they draw against, they have people of different countries playing against each other all the time. So this is how you can get very lopsided situations like we're seeing in this year's Samsung Cup. So round of 32, relatively even, some Chinese players winning, some Korean players winning, more Chinese players again, because the top 32 in the world is heavily dominated by Chinese players. So no surprises there that more Chinese players would end up playing in the round of 32. And round of 16 was very China favored as a result, with the with 2 Chinese players versus Chinese players, and the others all and 5 others. This one and these 4 all going to the Chinese players, and so the last and most anticipated match of the round of 16 is, of course, Xin Jinsou versus Kejie. Kejie ranked number 4, Xin Jinsou ranked number 1 in the world. And here, let's just go ahead and take a look at the results. Xing Jinsou wins against Ke Jie by 0.5 points. And honestly, guys, I don't remember the last time that Ke Jie won against Xing Jinsou. Although he does have a pretty good overall record with Xing Jinsou. Early on in their days, Ke Jie won several times, like 6-2 or something, against Xing Jinsou. And with his big trash talking mouth, Ke Jie kept saying things like, little Shen, the younger Shen, still needs a lot of work to do. Even though he made it to the finals, he wasn't able to, overcome me. Ke Jie is a great Ke Jie. And so ever since he said that, Xing Jinsou quickly, soon after, became the #1 rated player in the world from the Go ratings system by winning more matches than losing. And after that, he started really dominating. So we can all blame Ke Jie, or thank Ke Jie, for some of this. Although, let's be honest, it does not matter what Ke Jie says about Xing Jinsou. No matter what you say about the #1 player in the world, he is still gonna be #1 player in the world. So quite good. Anyways, Xing Jinsou, one of the younger players as well, and the undisputed world heavyweight champion. And Xing Jinsou does win against Ke Jie by 0.5 points. I remember reading that he was behind for most of the game as well. So a very, very good result, and that makes the round of 8 not so boring, and very, very good. And and so unfortunately, or depends on your point of view, this is how the modern Go tournament at the top of the world is nowadays. Some Japanese players from Taiwan as well, a few inclusion slots, like world, you could see me playing against these guys if I go play in the world division. A few older players. This year the women did very well. They both went 1-1, winning and then losing. But a few women, but later on it'll be many Chinese players against a few Korean players. And basically, the question is, if Xing Jinsou gets taken out, then China is one of the Chinese players are likely to take the title. If Xing Jinsou doesn't lose, then if Xing Jinsou is always, in the tournament, he is always the favorite to win the tournament. So very, very interesting, and this Samsung Cup is showing up exactly the same way. And so here we have the heavyweights fighting the round of 8, and we're gonna play some right here, and very, very exciting. And round of 8 results are here. Dun dun dun. Xu Jiayang versus Jin Yuchen. Okay. Xu Jiayang very strong. Jin Yuchen actually came out ahead in the end. Before we do this, again, let's just quickly fill in the respective rankings out of these players. Okay, so Xu Jiayang, number 15, ranked number 16 in the world, loses to ranked number 15 in the world. Okay, no surprises there. Could be anyone's game. At the top of the world, it's almost always anyone's game, which makes Xing Jinsou's, dominating results that much more impressive. Okay, and the second game on this, Li Xuanhao loses to Dang Yifei. Okay, Dang Yifei is actually higher ranked than... Oh, no, Li Xuanhao was higher ranked. 5 versus 7 in the world. All of these games must have been quite a match. Great. And so here comes what I came into today knowing. What I came into today knowing, and let's see if Sudaharu has by now posted out the round of 8, Samsung Cup round of 8. The second part. We are all. Oh, it's out! It's out! Samsung Cup Part 2. Before we scroll down, let's see the rankings. Shin Jin-so played with Ding Hao, number 9 in the world, and that leaves the other game, which is okay. We're gonna go back to our Excel now, and the other game, which is Lian Xiao versus Xie Ke, the pretty boy, versus Xie Ke, the runner-up, number 2 of the Yin Cup. And we had Lian Xiao prevailing by 0.5 points by Xie Ke. So, wow, so Lian Xiao is out to the semifinals. This is one of his highest finishes. We know that he got second places in many tournaments. And we are now off to the final game. Okay. And before we spoil it, let's go and read. Let's go and read. Okay. Wow, they even have the graph here. Summary: Shin Jin-so's off form continues as he makes some questionable moves early game. On the other hand, Ding Hao's perfect play continues despite him being slightly sick. Very nice commentary. A game became close in mid-late middle game, but unlike yesterday's game, it was Ding Hao who fully exploited Shin Jin-so's shape to gain profits. Eventually, Shin Jin-so couldn't break through the defending champion and lost by resignation. Oh, defending champion was Ding Hao. I did not know that. With that, the top 4 is only left with Chinese players. Like last year, China has secured the champion trophy early. Tomorrow's match is between the defending champion Ding Hao and the dark horse Jin Yucheng, who came to the top 4 despite being the first time to join in this the Samsung Cup. Alright, so there we have it. Let's fill in our results as far as we know. I guess to most Go aficionados, fans, 4 Chinese players in the round of 4 basically spells the end of our, in terms of which country is gonna win this year's Samsung Cup. One of these players, and so the pattern holds. It's all about someone taking out Shin Jin-so, number 1 player in the world. He was taken out this year by Ding Hao, which automatically makes Ding Hao the number 1 player in the world, the number 1 favorite. I don't care what these rankings say, but there you have it, number 1 through 6. In our round of 32, 1, 2, 5, 4, and 6, and 7, and 8. So all players played in the tournament 1 through 6, except Yang Dingxin, number 3, ranked number 3 in the world. So this tournament, as you can see, was heavily stacked, despite the many of the slots, about 20 of the maybe 24 of the slots coming by playoff selection process. So number 3 in the world, Yang Dingxin, he must have fell during those selection process. Many of these players came in by seed from previous finishes, like Ding Hao and Shin Jin-so likely, but many of these top 32 players came in through the whole grueling 4, 5, 6 round selection preliminaries, and we ended up with these players. A few, not so much representation in the top 5, but players who came in are all very, very highly rated nonetheless. If they were to win, this guy would be his first world championships. Dang Yifei might be his second or third. Ding Hao probably his third, and Lian Xiao would be number one. And if you guys still remember that Fox gives out the golden crown to the championships of these kinds of tournaments, so it would be very nice for Lian Xiao. So Lian Xiao, with his good looks and everything, and popularity with the ladies, I am sure he is now my favorite, or the player I am rooting for the most. Ding Hao, because he took down Xin Jinsou, probably also the transfer of the number one in the world, so I can understand that too. And Dang Yifei, he's from my hometown of Chengdu, so I totally understand that too. I guess I want him to win as well. And also Jin Yuchen, the first time player in the tournament, highest ranked player who we have no idea about on Fox. He has a regular male pro thing, just like me, a green P next to his name. So needless to say, if he wins anything, that would be very nice for him as well. The dark horse, as Suda Haru says in his thing. So there's something to root for every one of these players, despite all of them being from China. So I must say I'm gonna have to change my favorite to Dang Yifei from my hometown. You guys can't root against your hometown, no matter how popular with the ladies is Lian Xiao, and no matter how the giant slayer Ding Hao is, and the dark horse hometown triumphs against all of them. So this is my favorite. He is, I guess he is also ranked the highest, which makes him also very good. Okay, tonight the round of 4 or the semifinals occur, and we may start filling out our Excel bracket even more. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. This one is a very interesting one. I really liked, really enjoyed, preparing and then doing this recording. Next time we might go a little bit faster, but this was very good. I hope you guys enjoyed my little opinions about all these players, telling you hearsay about their styles, things like that. The only one missing out of the top 9 out of the top 9 is Yang Dingxin, and we saw all of the top players in the world compete multiple times, so this was quite a treat, and this was great. We also saw the women do well. Guys, winning one game in these tournaments is extremely well. Don't say like, oh, Michael, they lost in the round of 16. Right. So all good. Enjoy. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We may take a look at a few of these games. The Kejie versus the number 1 versus number 2, Xin Jinsou, Wang Xinhao, must have been great. Kejie, Xin Jinsou by half a point with comeback win by half a point from Xin Jinsou must have been like the most exciting game ever. This one must have also, Xin Jinsou Ding Hao must have been exciting, and many of the other ones as well, all the women's games. Lian Xiao versus the previous, the Yin Cup winner Weiqi. And the last thing I will leave you guys with is this little. When Kejie played Xin Jinsou, there was a very interesting moment. Let's see if that comes up. Kejie causes controversy online. With his blunt statements. Okay, this is before. Kejie takes a black stone from his bow and counts it from his prisoner, which is so. If you guys remember the since we talked about Lian Xiao, who looks like Sai, right? Lian Xiao looks like Sai, and so Ke well, what does this have to do with Ke and Sai? Zoom in, watch closely what Ke does. Okay, here. Watch closely what Ke does. Okay, is reading, and then he finds a opponent's stone, and then he just takes it out and throws it onto the side. Why is this interesting? Just takes out a stone and then puts it on the side. This is because the most famous popular anime for Go, Hikaru no Go, and most famous character, Sai, not Hikaru, Sai, the ghost, spirit who is super strong at Go, his biggest life story was he played against his opponent. Only one could stay, stay in the imperial palace, and his opponent cheated by taking one of Sai's stones, puts it in the prisoner's bowl, and so at the end, Sai won half a point, but when they go to counting, his opponent won by half a point. So Ke does exactly the same thing. He takes an opponent's stone from his bowl and puts it into his prisoner's bag. Now, does this look familiar? For all those who watched Hikaru Go will know, so that's what he's talking about. Of course, in this day and age, there's cameras, and both players know how to do this, and you can always do Chinese counting, and so of course no one's gonna try to do this and try to win the game that way, but it's very interesting. This is exactly the same, exactly what the motion was, which is very, very interesting. He finds an opponent's stone, he puts it aside. However, when you put it aside, that's where all the prisoners go, just out besides the bow, which is very, very interesting. If they actually went to counting with the points rules, it would have made a half a point difference, and it would have been exactly half a point out of everything. But at the end of the day, both of these players, most recognizable players in the Go world, are out. Ke falling in the round of 16, and Shin Jin-so falling in the round of 8. So, okay, stay tuned for the semifinals and finals, and please let me know in the comment section that if there is, 1, 2, or 3, the next time we do this, if there are 1, 2, or 3 games that you guys would like to see us do. For example, we'll do 1 game from each round, or, whatever. Please do let me know which games you'd like to see. Or any specific games from this list, from this Excel list, that you guys like to see. Okay, with that, I will hand it off to you guys, and enjoy the game, have fun. This is Go News from zchenmike, and and let me know if any other games were very, very big upsets. Now, obviously, one is going to be here, upset. Whoever beats Shin Jin-so is an upset, but that's the pressure you have being the top of the world, I guess. Anyways, okay, see you guys next time. Let me know what games you guys would like to see. Alright guys, that was very, very good. Is the live recorded? The live will be recorded on YouTube. You can watch it on my YouTube live. And there's also going to be a video for YouTube for the same thing, which is going to be great. Just great. One more push-up. We have stopped the recording for our computers, but the YouTube live will continue. And yeah, so looking at all these professional results makes us very itchy, doesn't it? I am now just itching to go play a few games of our own. And I hope you guys feel the same way. And when you guys watch professional games or something like this, I hope this is all very inspirational. And here we see Shin Jin So's game with Ding Hao. We haven't seen that before yet. And let's go take a look here. We're not gonna record this yet because this is not gonna be in any detail, but all good. This is his game with Ding Hao, and okay. And yeah, later we see that Ding Hao is gonna play the dark horse Jin Yucheng from China later on. This is gonna be great. Okay, anyway, this is a game with Ding Hao. I am just looking at this for my benefit. You guys, of course, I'm recording it for the benefit of mankind, or the live is being recorded for the benefit of mankind. But okay, okay, so let's see, Ding Hao versus Shin Jin So. Starting off, it's very difficult for any one side to get a big advantage nowadays in the early game, and that's all normal. Hane, okay, jump here, okay, okay. Oh, interesting. So this is not real Joseki, but because there's 3 stones here, this is a very good capturing point. Very good. Wow. Wow, this move. Wow. Who knew that the invasion point was there? I did not know until today, but that is great. Okay, so here white makes a small mistake, probably a bit too defensive, and black is a little more comfortable, but this is very small mistakes. White does have thickness. Jump? Wow, jump. Wow, so this is very efficient, but does expose some weaknesses. So, wow. Okay, white needs to play the Hane and then fight. So white was also a bit defensive, and this allowed black to get away with playing very, very fast. 91%, okay, has to push. But Ding Hao does not push, and it's now back to 70%. Interesting. I don't know if this is captured. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, so this is this captured? Who knows? Looks like black captured white for sure. There's this Atari, white plays here, and then there's three liberties on the outside. Black captured white, but there's Aji and white has Sente. Wow, but if black needs to play another move here to connect, I can't believe the move is not extend or something. Okay. Okay, the move is to connect here for this. Not even extend, but to connect here. I don't understand, but okay. Not extend, but connect. Okay. So Ding Hao connects here, and it's more even than before, with white being 40%, which is fine. And okay, so the game continues extremely close. Oh my god, I can't believe the move is to play here. Oh my god, this is what I tell my students not to do. Well, this kinds of move is what I tell my students not to do, because locally it loses a bit. Right now it's because black is ultra strong here, that he is able to use the thickness principle on white and just go live in the corner, let white destroy the bottom here, and he does exactly this. Wow, that is great feel. I wouldn't have been able to do this, even though I'm a huge proponent of the thickness principle. I still don't think I would have done this, but the Ding Hao does, and it's great. White does capture the black stones on the left, so black captures the bottom, white captures the left. I guess that's why black didn't extend here earlier, because this extent is very close to the white thickness here, and with a cut here, black is not as strong, so this kind of stuff wouldn't be good. Interesting. Okay, so so Ding Hao is still at 80%. Don't really know how many points that is. Probably for 3 to 5 points at 80%. Okay, 88%. Interesting. Oh no, this move lost a bit, but interesting. AI thinks this is dead in Gote, right? That's how it. Interesting. AI thinks this is dead in Gote, so white answered, so all good. Okay, black is at 72. This is not the biggest end game, so okay. So it's very, very close. This is within 2 points. Maybe 1 point right now. But when white played, white is at 30%, 90%. Okay, this must have been a bit small, and AI wants white to play here. So after this, still extremely, extremely close. In the end game, 1 or 2 points is like huge. Okay, so black plays another. Yeah, it's also impossible to play very, very efficiently and good. Okay, so this is half a point game. Oh my god, 45% for white, exactly half a point. Oh man, interesting. Okay. Okay. So unfortunately, Shin Jin-so also played one response, which was a little bit too slow. There's many other endgame moves. Okay, anyways. White plays here. So this makes the previous move a Sente exchange, and black gained about half a point as a result. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, at 10%. Okay. White played here, and then here this cuts white from the this cuts white, and when white plays this Atari, and the next Atari, black can Atari and save the stones. So white is totally cut now, and okay, so this is all done. Oh, this is just totally done. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, very, very, very interesting. Sudden death at the end, but it was extremely close. Extremely close. Must have been similar in the Kejia game versus Shin Jin-so in the previous round. Stuff, and yeah, this is probably Kejia's best performance against Shin Jin-so in many games, although he did beat Shin Jin-so a lot earlier. So Kejia is at 90%, was at 90%, 85%, okay, 86%, okay, 80%, 90%, okay. All right, it's just the game is super, super interesting, but we're just too lazy right now to look at to study it. White is at 90. Okay. Black is at 3%. Wow, good, yeah. If you lose a game at 96%, then I guess you don't deserve that much. Huh? 95%. Okay. So I guess white Tanuki'd a few times to destroy the Moyo on the bottom, and if white gets away with left-hand side being alive, there's just gonna be nothing much more to it. 97% now. Okay. Wow, how does Keji lose a game like this at 97? Okay. Yeah, again, I don't know how many points exactly this is, but okay. I guess it's only like a very few small difference. Okay, so in the game, a few endgame moves here, and I might want to play. Yeah, we can play later. And it's 86%. Okay. 80. Okay. 60. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Where's the 86 move? 86 move is to attach. Very interesting. Very interesting. So now it's a half-point game. Keji's, even though Keji thrives on being like different values exchanges and things like that, Keji is not very detailed as a player. So like finding the biggest end game all the time is very boring for Keji, and he likes to win by more, by more. So end game being not his strong suit is totally reasonable. White is at 90 though, even at this point. Although at this point, 90, 90, 90 is not that many points. Okay. Okay, so now white needs to go try to capture the bottom. What? And then play 1, 2, 3, and then Atari. Okay, so Keji plays this move, and black lives on the bottom. Okay, so white does get this. It's just that black gets like 4 points alive instead of like 2 points alive. Okay. Okay, so this is probably a half-point game right now. Nothing is dying, and both sides are doing this. But white is at 91%. Good, yeah. And with one move, black is at 44. So it's probably lost 1 point. White was maybe up by 1.5 and lost 1.5. Wow. Interesting, very interesting. 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Okay, so after this, was there any more chances for white? Black is at 95. This is all half a point now. Wow, wow. Okay, nothing else happened later. 220. Wow, this was more exciting than I had even imagined. White captured was the last point, so connecting here, this is what we're talking about here. This move and this capture and then this push. This push is like 3 points because white can push here, but now black will Atari here. This is like 2 points and a half, something like that. And yeah, this is like 2.5, so it's like half a point bigger. it's Oh, it's quite close. This is 3. This is like 3.5 or something. So great. So at the end, he lost by half a point. Great. Oh, so this one, this one was 7 points on the board, and with Chinese rules, this would be white winning. With 6.5 points, this is black winning. But they all knew the rules ahead of time, so none of this. It's not like one side is more familiar with the rules or anything like that. Okay, that was great. Who messaged us to play earlier? Valerie. Okay, let's go play Valerie. Although we can't seem to challenge Valerie, so that's too bad. Okay, I'm sure he would talk to us again. Okay, great. That's just now we're itching to play some games now. Oh yeah. Okay, Valerie is accepting, so we can go play Valerie. Great. 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 Did the game start? Did the game start? Okay, the game started. Let's turn on some sound. That was great. Okay. Good luck, Valerie. Have a nice game. Have a nice game. You know what, guys? We haven't actually played a game. We haven't, we played a couple of games on the train, on a train ride a few days ago, but we haven't really played any games in a long time. So this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. This is gonna be fun. Okay, nice. Nice. That was great. Let's. Oh, yes, we have to go upload to YouTube. Yes, upload video. Great. 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 Ooh, man, going through, making a spreadsheet really took much longer than I expected. But anyways, all videos take much longer than I expected anyways, so it's kind of understandable. Samsung Cup. Okay. Oh my god, we used the time. We used up Yoyomi. I assume not many are watching at the hour, so because of no comments or anything like that, so all good. If you guys are wondering, we are uploading our recording of the Samsung Cup at the same time as we are playing. So that's why we've been a little bit quiet, which is okay. Okay, gonna capture this. Okay. And I think we are gonna. No, this is too slow, right? Too slow. Okay. Play something here. Invasion. Okay. Jump. Another jump. This feels. Alright, we'll play one more uninspired jump. Another uninspired defense. Although this one is a little more active. We have like peeps and things to do afterwards. Okay, we have something to worry about here, but there's no time to worry about that. Gonna make the peep and then the attach, and before we get attacked, we are gonna attack white. So white plays this one. He doesn't want to just block, which is good news. This means white has some fears. White has fears. We're gonna play here, also doing what attach some attachments. This one is attacking. All right, play the defensive move. Okay. We have to block. We do have the ability to Atari here and then play here to cut. So white doesn't actually cut us, which means I think we're okay. We got stronger. White didn't get stronger, so this is okay. Yeah, now we play here. Did some destruction of white potential. But white still has a lot of points, like 40 points. If we have 30, we have 30 here, we should be okay. White is coming for the attack. He's coming for us, guys. He's coming for us. Which is what we want. Which is what we want, to be honest. We can squeeze, but maybe squeezing doesn't do as much as we think. We'll see. Anyways, we do plan to cut. Okay. Are we gonna cut now? No, we're not. You can connect and hold on, which is unfortunate. Maybe we should have wedged here. Big mistake. Yeah, big mistake by us. Okay. Yeah. Are we gonna gamble the game on if we can live with all of our groups? Sure. Sure. All right. White connect. So this is really committing to capturing us. We're gonna have to pull off something. Hmm. We're definitely in trouble, but definitely not gonna capture this. Is this good? Probably not. Okay, we might be dead, guys. Man, couldn't figure out a way to get out of this. If only we played this wedge, we'd be okay. Yeah. This is an unpromising co. The most unpromising co ever. Probably no way, right? All right. What a disaster. But I think we survived with this group. Now it's just with the other group. Never make videos and play games at the same time, guys. Don't do this at home. Another Tanuki. Probably. It's hard to respond here now. Alright, so white destroys all of our territory. We live. And it'll be this versus this. Don't know. Okay, we're clearly not gonna answer that. But how could we not answer that? Okay. All right. Minus 2. Okay. Fifty something points for white, 10, 20, 30, 40, 60 something points for black. Probably not enough. Probably not enough. That's why we tried to do things inside white's territory here. Not likely to succeed, unfortunately. Yeah, these losses there were a little bit too much. I should have played the other one, but probably doesn't matter. have more problems. Find a good picture. Okay. All right. This kind of lose all of our territory just to live kind of moves are not gonna do it for us. These are not gonna work. Right, we have to find a good picture for our video. Okay. At least we didn't run out of time this time, so that's okay. Yeah, we definitely didn't defend as well as we could have. This move lost a lot of Aji. We could have wedged and captured 2 points and 2 stones and have been totally okay. Okay, that's okay. This is a victory to white. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, that was good, that was good. Okay, okay. We have to find a good picture for our video so that we can get more viewers. I think the Samsung Cup pictures would work. So how do we do this? Oh my god, it's getting stuck. The Reddit threads. Round of 32. Sudaharu. That guy is great. That guy is doing great. Samsung Cup. Part 2 results. copy image. We'll go into Paint and make one of our, oh my god, make one of our things. So we'll post this picture. Oh boy. Here, you guys watch this one. 先进搜 versus 柯洁 while I find a good picture for the video, then it'll be good. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. That's Baduk. That is okay, Baduk. The image, we'll put one image on top of the other. Samsung cup, something with Samsung in it. Samsung is blue, so we'll make it blue. Maybe there's an existing image. Samsung. Samsung logo. Yeah, that's it. Samsung logo. Samsung. Biggest Samsung sign ever. Samsung. Samsung. Cup. Samsung cup. Go. We'll play another game, at least one more later on. Don't worry, to redeem ourselves. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't you guys worry about us. Okay. images. Okay, great, great, great. I think we're ready. Okay. This was 柯洁. This is Ding Hao taking down Shin Jin-so today. And we had a very, very good picture, but we lost it. Okay. We have the picture. We have this. We have the trophy picture. And we have the Samsung picture, so that'll be good. Okay. Copy image. Here we go. Add the Samsung logo. And it'll be great. Samsung. Okay.
Someone invites you to play.
Okay. A very, very large Samsung sign. And 1 second. Okay, and then that trophy, and then we are gonna be good. Copy image. This image. Great. Great. Okay, great. We'll make this bigger. And then we'll make that Samsung logo on, and then we are good. Oh my god, this took way too long making the making a picture for it. All right, we come back and Ding Hao has already taken down Xun Jinsou. Samsung Cup.
Someone invites you to play.
We need a different Samsung Cup logo. Copy image. Okay. Samsung logo. Okay.
Start to play.
I think our brain is a little bit slow today. Okay. No. And then we'll just add the Samsung and then we'll be done. Did anyone stop? Or can anyone stop him? Okay, this Joseki is bad for me too. My god. It's really not functioning very well today. But I think we made a very good video, so that's probably good. So we're probably okay. Good. Oh my God, let's go play our game. Okay, I think we finally finished. This was just a really inefficient use of our time, and we even lost the game because of it. Okay, anyways, we have our picture now. We have our picture now. Samsung. Okay, great. Great. Okay, great. We have our picture now. Let's go upload and just be done with our video. Okay, great. Great, looks good. I hope this video gets a lot of traction. But it may not. Okay. View my channel, customize my channel. Customize a home page. Home tab. Okay, good. We go publish and we're good. Okay, we're finally done with all video related work. And now we can concentrate on winning a couple of games. Great. Okay. Okay. All right, we have 2 week groups. We have enough territory to get by, but we're gonna have to take care of these 2 groups. Okay, we're gonna go on to the defensive. I forget if this is good for me or black, but that's okay. Let's do this and then block. So we'll take care of the one group. And maybe that allows us to take care of the other group. But it may not. So tired. Okay. All right, this is a very strong move by us. Let's first see if we can get him to connect this. If that doesn't work, then I have to do this secondary surround. Secondary surround could work, but it could always not work. We'll see. Next peep here. And I could see how this would be better for us, but again, it could always be worse. Could always go badly. Yeah, I don't know. Do we have enough liberties? It's hard to say. It's very difficult to say. I think we should have Atari'd this first. Now the inside could all be dead. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Well, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 90 points. 60 points. Yeah, it's possible. Are we gonna have enough? Who knows? Big exchanges, probably no good. Are we going to cut? Answer was no. Are we gonna cut now? I don't see any other choices. Hmm. If I just capture this, I think it'll be fine actually. I think this will actually be fine. Unless we are just totally hallucinating, which is always possible. Total hallucinations. Okay, first we'll capture these. That alleviates the problem with our territory. Then we face this problem. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Still, black has like 80 points, which is way too much. We also have some territory. I don't think we have 80 points, but well, if we have 80 points, we would have enough. But how do we get to 80? I think letting black live so comfortably here was quite a was a big mistake. Yeah, that's okay, guys. You win some, you lose some. Oh man, I did not expect that making this video was gonna be so tiring. I talked for half an hour. I felt pretty good when I was doing the video, but it was just very, very, it's very, very difficult to focus afterwards for some reason. I am not sure. Both of these games were probably winnable games. Not like we were actually winning the game, but they're definitely win-able games. Like the opponent is not super strong, not like super opponents. Um, yeah, so I don't know. Had some problems focusing. We only have like 3 points, three liberties, so it's nowhere near enough. Oh, 4 liberties. See if black plays here. 3 liberties. And 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Black has like 90. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Probably not enough. Was pretty close. Was a good try. This part was very accurate by black. Ninety points by black. 10, 20, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. £80 by white. Ten, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. No, like 95 points for black. What are we talking about here? 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 55, 65, 75, 80. Maybe we could have done something better against black in the middle here. This squeeze was very good. All right, that was good. Today is just not a good game day for games, I guess. But we did pretty okay on the. I'm sure we made a good stream. I don't know. I don't know, guys. We're gonna go rest. Um, we're gonna. Okay. Anyways, this will be it for our stream for today. We did. The main part, of course, is making the video. So have fun. I will see you guys next time. And next time, of course, we'll rest up, we'll play better, we will win more games, of course, as usual. But yeah, after we made that video, we were like, I am so ready to go play the games and fight. And once we started the game, we're like, I have to make that picture, make a good picture for my video. And that just never happened. We would have been infinitely better. We would have done infinitely better if we took another 10 minutes just to figure out a good picture and then started to play our games. But that's okay. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time.